In August 2020, 85 volunteers embarked on a one-day heat mapping campaign. Here's their story.
Hi, I'm Jaime Gonzalez from the Nature Conservancy in Texas. I'm the Houston Resilient Cities Director.
Hi, my name is Meredith Jennings, and I'm a postdoctoral research scientist at heart.
Our role in the Houston Harris Heat Action Team is to work with wonderful groups at the city, county, and private research institutions to forward the work of combating urban heat by bringing attention to the issue, using science and policy, and also to employ interventions using nature to help cool the city and the county.
We supported the volunteer and media coordination for the day of the campaign. Leading up to the campaign, we worked with our partners to identify the 32 mapping areas that you saw on the map. We also worked with Kappa Strategies to ensure that the driving routes were safe and also captured points of interest in the community, such as parks, community centers, and schools.
The Nature Conservancy provided seed funding for the heat mapping project through a generous donation through Lowe's. We also helped to work up the website, which was the landing page for the effort, and also helped to coordinate volunteers. But really, this was a collaborative effort done by an amazing cohort of groups, and we certainly could not have done it without everyone involved.
Here we go! Once we get the data back from Kappa, we plan to overlay different variables that relate to urban heat to try and explain the results. We plan to look at the extent of the tree canopy in the different neighborhoods, what's the impact of land use or different types of development. Then we also want to bring our volunteers back and have them help us to ground truth the data based on what they saw and the different types of things that they currently feel.
The sunlight goes down our concrete. It does not bounce off. It gets absorbed. The absorbedness gets released at night, which is making Houston harder in the night.
I think that community scientists bring a lot to a project like this. Not only can they bring their own lived experience, which on its own helps inform the questions that we ask as scientists, but their energy and their sense of urgency really helps to drive some solutions to an important problem.
Crowdsourcing science is really, really important. Not only do community scientists get to go out and collect this data, but it will positively impact their own communities. So having community scientists work alongside professional scientists is kind of the best of both worlds. We get access to great computer models and scientific studies, but we also get the community to have some skin in the game to help us figure things out about where they live. And then as we come back to them with this data, we can start to create a conversation with them about what they'd like to see in their neighborhoods in terms of trees and other interventions that can help to combat heat. So very excited that we had so many community scientists from across the city and across the county helping us out with this effort.
This project, I think, is a really important one for our region because our climate is changing, and the actions that we take now can shape our future. Urban and extreme heat is something that we're already suffering from, and some communities are suffering more than others. The more that we can do to understand and engage different parts of our community to work together toward this issue, hopefully the sooner we can start to find solutions to make it easier to adapt or trying to relieve some of that suffering that comes every summer. So I hope that that the people that are engaged in this project are excited by the opportunity to work across multiple sectors with different types of people to try and address this really complex problem.
This heat mapping effort was really, really landmark in that we needed better heat maps to think about where to put interventions in the city to help cool an increasingly hot place. The recent climate assessment that was released by the city of Houston really indicates just how hot this city is and how much it's due to heat up in the future. So we would lead by science in terms of the Nature Conservancy, and we need to find a way of looking at that data and using maps of heat to pinpoint where we can do interventions using nature, policy, cooling centers, and other things so that we can make this a much better habitat for the humans and the indigenous species here.
Learn more about the project at heat.org.